So fill up your cup as you listen in. Wake up in the morning with Shelly on WAPN. On WAPN. On WAPN.
Good Monday morning. How are you this morning? Well, I was up late, let me just tell you. And I didn't even last the whole game. No, I was up till 11, and my husband's like, honey, you got to go to bed. You get up really early in your day, and I've got to record a pastor this morning. Well, I get to record a pastor this morning, and it's a Monday. And so I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to bed. And they lost. Buffalo Bills lost. I know. Fifth game of the season. They were the number one team with no loss, and we lost to the Patriots. I know. Not what we wanted at all. But it's okay. We will regroup and redo. So that's what I woke up when he came to bed, and then that's how the day started. So praise the Lord. It's a Monday. You know, I do love me some Mondays. It's a reset. It's a redo. It's a get her done. I've got Junior League tonight, and I've got a busy week ahead for different things, and I love it. It is the beginning of October. We're actually the first Monday of October. So I was looking at my calendar because I have an interview with the police department, but it's the second Monday. So I was looking at my schedule to make sure I had done it right. Do you ever do that? I overbook a lot. You know, I was really good with putting it in my phone, and then I'm not. I don't know what I was like on a roll, and then I just that went out the door. And so I need to get back in that habit. I hope that your weekend was amazing. It was all meat weekend for us at our house. My husband got this idea. Well, and he does it every couple months we do this, but it was like for sure this weekend. We like to smoke a lot of our meat, and then we also like to prepackage all of our meat. So it's all broke down and ready for meals. And so this was the weekend. Meal prepping is worth it. At that time, it's a little overwhelming, but it is so worth it. So we did beef tips and steak and packaged all the steaks. We did shrimp. We did packaged all the normal chicken breasts, did smoked chicken breasts. We have all the spaghetti stuff together. So we just did a lot of packaging, but it is so worth it. Like I said, how do you do your meals? Do you prepackage? Do you pre-plan? We try to eat at home at least Monday through Friday. Sunday through Thursday. And we like to eat out on Friday and Saturday night. And actually for me and Tim, we go to Early Birds or whatever they're called. And so not that expensive to eat out because groceries are going up so much. And I would love to go back to couponing, but I don't know. Is there any coupons left out there? I mean, I know you can go on your app and check, and I'm not good about that. But are there coupons still available out there? Because things have just gone up. And you're like, okay, how can I, save money here and there? I do an app for my fuel. I save every week on fuel. So that's important. And I'd like to get better about the couponing for my food. And I'm trying to get better with BOGOs. I am a BOGO kind of girl. And then I did not want to do this again, but I'm going to two different grocery stores. I go to the big box stores like once a month to get the big items, but I'm learning that there's a couple things that I eat all the time that are like double the price at one store. So I'm going to go ahead and make the run once a month or once a week, whatever I decide, and do that. So how do you save money? What are the tips that you have? All right, give some girls some tips. I know I don't like to spend a $5 bill. I like to keep all those. I try to keep all my change and throw that in a bucket. I did start purging my closet this weekend. I was pretty darn proud of myself for that. Yes, and I do donate it. I know that you can repurpose it or resell it or whatever, but I just feel that donating it is something that I love to do. So I worked on my closet, my side of the closet at least. I haven't done Tim's yet. But I did go through all the shoes and boots. That was crazy. And all that, I have feet that hurt, so I decided, why am I keeping like 8 pairs of shoes that hurt my feet? And because you'll wear them for like 10 minutes and you're trying to figure out how to take them off. So, yep, I did all that yesterday. And, I like to do a project a weekend. And so, what do you like to do? Are you a meal prepper? Are you a purge and organizer kind of person? Are you a pack rat? What are you? I'm trying. This is my goal. If I'm not wearing it or using it, why do I have it? I know that is something I'm really trying on. And I've done good as far as, I did my scrapbooking a few weeks ago, and I did my closet and my shoes. That was huge. I've got my whole back of my SUV ready to go donate. And if I put it in the SUV, I'm done. I did a cabinet in our spare room. I worked on that and got all that taken care of. So I am going and doing it, but it's not as quick as I want. I would love to go through, I did my kitchen a few months ago. I would love to go through every cabinet in my entire house and purge. Big goals. My friends have been doing it, and it has just made a huge difference in their life as far as purging it and donating it and then not rebuying it. I know I have a habit of, like I said, I'm a BOGO kind of girl, or like when we need toothpaste, I'll go ahead and buy 6 things of toothpaste, so that way I don't have to worry about it. But I need to get better, because I know that we just had to throw out a whole bag of chicken. That is like $30 worth of chicken. And it was because of my fault. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I usually freezer wrap all my food like that because it's only me and Tim. So what I normally do is I get at the big box store, and then I freezer wrap each individual piece, and then I put it in a Ziploc. So it's freezer papered and then Ziplocked and then put in the freezer. I got lazy, or whatever the reason is, and I didn't do it. And so that is why we had to throw it all out. I ruined the entire thing. And you know how that is not only overwhelming, it's sad, and it's useless. I mean, I could have fed so many people. And so I'm trying to get better about that. Tim says that I'm not good at that. I purchase in large quantities and I, end up wasting. But I am trying to get better at that. What are your tips? I need tips, people. Going into the winter months, we're going to make stew. I don't think Tim and I have ever made stew. I do not think we have. And my mom used to make it for me, beef stew. Now, Tim will not have carrots and he will not have onions. People pray for me. But I'm thankful, because that is a meal that we haven't done, and I do love a good stew. So what are some of the winter meals? Do you guys do certain things in the winter, certain things in the summer? We're trying to change it up a little, make, like I said, easier meals to make. And it's hard when there's only 2 of you. And it's been Tim and I for a while. Yvonne would eat with us now and then when she was in and out. But it's hard to come up with meals. And I was never, ever, ever a leftover person. I would never. And now we'll save the sauce or save part of the sloppy joes or whatever it is, and we'll put it in the freezer and I'll pull it out, and we're doing that. So really trying to get better about some decisions as far as spending money just to spend it, doing things just to do it, trying to, come up with some ideas as we're going into our latter years. And I would love to hear some of your ideas. It is Monday morning. It is in October. We're 3 months to the end of the year. Where did 2025 go? I have no clue. I mean, I was already thinking about that. It's already been a week since we turned 40. If you were part of the 40 for 40, thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much for coming out to the party. It was such a nice day. It was exactly how I wanted it. I loved having everybody just here. I loved getting to throw different people on the air. I loved having people meet people, and listeners getting to meet people that are on the air, people getting ready to come back on the air. It was such a blessing. So thank you to everybody that came out. Thank you for the backdrop. Thank you for the pictures. Thank you for the amazing deal on the food. Just thank you. I really appreciate it. And the cute shirts that we had on, Pastor Al did those. And so thank you for our community that stands behind WAPN. So if you've been looking for airtime, we have airtime available. We've got a lot of airtime available on the weekends. Maybe you're that person that says, I'd love to try it out. Give me a text, give me a call. I'd love to get you started on the radio station. It's literally as easy as starting today. Yes, I can train you and get you in here and get you going. So I'd love to talk to you about radio and get you excited about being part of the WAPN family. If you'd like to donate to WAPN, we are a nonprofit, and so we don't pass the thing around the church because it's not like a church here, but we're church in the air. And I know a lot of you listen to WAPN all throughout Florida, all throughout the states, different ways you listen to it. So maybe you'd like to partner with us. You could stop by the radio station at 1508 State Avenue, and if I'm not here, you could throw it through the mail drop, and we'll do your dollars, your fives, your hundreds, your thousands, whatever. Or you can partner with us at WAPN.net and click on Give Now and figure out if you'd like to do one time, monthly, whatever you'd like to do. But we really appreciate everybody that's partnering with us. And we did not raise enough money yet for a new board. We did raise some money, and thank you so much for that. We had a huge plumbing problem here. And so part of the money ended up going towards, that's an equipment need. You got to have a toilet around here. So that, some of it went towards that, and we're still figuring out how we're going to do the rest. But thank you, everybody that's donating to WAPN. The over and aboves always goes to equipment needs, music, and anything tower related. So thank you, people that donated and helped out here at WAPN. It was a blessing, and everybody says, what are you going to do for your 50? Well, I don't think that I'll be doing a 50th. I think our 40th was probably the last thing that all put together. I'm so thankful for Yvonne and my other daughter Hope that came, and my husband, of course. But it is a lot of work, no matter if you do it small or if you go somewhere and do it, it's still a lot. I'm thankful we did it. I'm glad that we did it the way that we really wanted to do it and just make it family. WAPN is family. I love that we text each other. I love that we check in with each other. I love that we know little things about each other. Like Williams already texted me this morning to check in on a Monday morning, and I appreciate that so much. I love that Loving Kindness went over there and was singing this weekend. They're part of the WAPN family. That is so special. I love the different people that are on prayer line. And I know that Pastor Nick that was on here on Sundays, he is now with the church and he's getting ordained this weekend. So that's exciting. And I just love to hear how you're part of WAPN, or what has happened since you became part of the WAPN family. How has God blessed you and your family or your ministry? Or what are you doing for God? I love knowing, what are you doing for God? There's so many different ways that you can listen to WAPN. You can listen locally here at WAPN 91.5 FM. We have about a 30-mile radius, 25 to 30-mile radius right here. We simulcast into Madison County, which is 91.7 FM. And we appreciate Madison so much. We stream everything on our website, WAPN.net. We have an Apple app, WAPN Radio. We do Twitter. We do Facebook. We do Instagram. And now we do YouTube. And our YouTube handle is WAPN 91.5 FM. So I want to know, where do you listen? How do you listen? What other ideas do you have for WAPN? I love it when you send me, what would you like to hear on WAPN? And I would love to make it happen. So let's talk. What would you like to hear on WAPN? Send it on over to me so we can be working on some new, fresh ideas for WAPN. Well, I'm going to go record a pastor, and I'm going to get this Monday going. Let's do our favor for the day. Continue expecting God's favor in the midst of your challenges. It is Monday, October 6, 2025. The weather today, 83 with a low of 75. Madison, 85 with a low of 71. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday, Elaine and Victoria and Susie and Tracy and everybody else celebrating a birthday, anniversary, whatever you're celebrating. Happy. Today is Noodle Day. Well, I'm a girl, and I love me some pasta. So I, of course, thought pasta. Y'all have a wonderful, great Monday. I am praying for you as you pray for me.